moral of the story is, while we were waiting for them to call his name, it was 6 cases within less than an hour, and all of them was domestic abuse. And it was black men beating up on black women. I gotta say, black men do not like black women. I don't know why you even date them. Why even entertain it? Why even ask that woman for her number if you know you don't like the black race?
Is it just me, or black men in Texas do not like black women? Or it could just be the DFW area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area, but I guess since there are so many Hispanic and Latina and all them different foreign women here, I just noticed how black men do not fuck with us here, and they go out of their way to make it known that they don't like black women like that.
So many black girls trying to figure out why black men don't like black women. I think I got an answer for you. I'm Ruquan, senior at Harvard, studying black history, and I grew up around black love, grew up in Washington, D.C., which is Chocolate City. So I felt and seen black love at every level, in the hood, in the schools, in office, in the businesses, on the street, whatever it is.
This idea that the black man hates the black woman.
Don't nobody hate these hoes. What's going on? What's going on is that they hate us. They hate us so much that they trying to beat us now. You feel me? And it ain't all black women. It's the social media black women.
I am convinced there are a group of black people out there, or a certain section of black people out there, that just hate themselves but don't know how to admit it. So they just do and perpetuate stupid things online constantly. So right now, once again, it is trending for some reason that black men in the UK don't like black women.
Some black men don't like black women. What happens when the very heart of a community questions itself? When black men and black women tied by history and culture look at each other through eyes clouded by misunderstanding, pain, and social pressure. Today, we're peeling back the layers on a complicated, often controversial topic. Why do some black men say, "I don't like black women"? Let's get one thing straight up front. Most black men love, value, and cherish black women. But like every community, ours is not monolithic. There's a persistent conversation, sometimes whispered, often shouted online, about a rift between black men and black women, especially when it comes to dating and relationships. Historical roots, pain passed down. To understand where we are, we must look at where we've been. The roots of tension date back centuries. During slavery, families were torn apart, and roles between black men and women were forcibly redefined by the violence of white supremacy. Over generations, the community was asked to rebuild itself, often without adequate resources, support, or respect. Into those cracks, negative stereotypes took hold. Black women were painted as angry, aggressive, or too strong to love, a tired refrain that still echoes in today's pop culture and social media. Black men, too, were battered by images of absent fathers, criminality, or being unreliable, fueling mistrust on both sides. Layer upon layer, these are more than just words, they're wounds.
Black men don't like black women. If I see one more of them videos, I'ma lose it. I'm going to lose it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to lose it. Because it's rooted in lies. Right? It's such a lie. And I just cannot stand it when y'all take y'all own personal experience and try to put it on all of us. Do not include me in that foolishness. Black men love me. I don't have no problem with black men. When I leave out this house, I don't have no problem with black men. Black men don't have no problem with me. We don't have no issues. It's not real. This little fake war that y'all trying to create online is not real when you step outside. Y'all just don't touch grass. Y'all just don't live in reality. And some of y'all, maybe you do live in reality, but your reality is not my reality. And I need you not to speak for my reality. Right? Don't ever get on here trying to speak for the collective of black women, saying that black men just don't like black women. Maybe they don't like you. And maybe you can do some work to figure out what it is about you that they don't like, but don't speak for me. Please don't speak for me.
Stereotypes and media influence. Turn on your TV or scroll through your feed, and chances are you'll see the same stories on repeat. Black women depicted as difficult or undesirable, especially compared to women of other races. Black men, meanwhile, often absorb this messaging, and some internalize the notion that something is wrong with choosing black women as partners. Studies confirm this pattern. On dating apps, black women are statistically the least likely to receive messages from both black men and men of other races. Why? Because decades of media have labeled black women as angry, loud, or emasculating, unfairly stripping them of femininity and romantic appeal. Some black men admit feeling embarrassed by these stereotypes, or even resentful of black women's independence and success.
Misogynoir, the unique burden on black women.
There's a word for the unique brand of prejudice black women face, even from within their own community: misogynoir. It describes the intersection of anti-blackness and misogyny, where black women are judged more harshly than any other group. This isn't just about romantic preferences, it's a reflection of how black women are devalued in society, sometimes even by their own brothers. Interpersonal issues and expectations. Beyond societal messaging, there are real interpersonal challenges too. Some black men express difficulty navigating relationships with black women because of perceived strong personalities, unhappiness, or a lack of support. They sometimes feel black women expect them to step up or take leadership in ways that feel daunting or unattainable, especially in a society where many black men have been denied those very opportunities. But perspective is key. Many black women are strong because they've had to be, bearing the weight of dual roles as breadwinners and nurturers in the aftermath of generational disruption. Their independence isn't a slight to black men, it's survival and grace. When black men feel threatened by that, it's the scars of history talking, not some flaw of character. Colorism and Eurocentric beauty.
Another barrier.
The legacy of colorism. Light skin, loose curls, European features. These are often held up as the standards of beauty, thanks to centuries of white supremacy's reach. Some black men admit openly or subconsciously to preferring women with lighter skin or looser hair, equating it with beauty and peace. This leaves dark-skinned black women and those with coarser hair textures feeling unprotected, even rejected, by their own. The dating gap and outside options. Demographics add to the pain. Black men in the U.S. are statistically more likely to date or marry outside their race than black women, especially as their income increases. For some, dating outside the black community becomes a status symbol, a marker of making it. For black women, already coping with a smaller pool of potential partners due to mass incarceration, systemic racism, and early mortality, this sometimes feels like a double betrayal, competing not only with other black women but with women of all backgrounds.
Is it just me, or black men in Texas do not like black women? Or it could just be the DFW area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area, but like, I guess since there are so many Hispanic and Latina and all them different foreign women here, I just notice how black men do not fuck with us here, and they go out of their way to make it known that they don't like black women like that. Like every other state, city I have been in, like I be turning heads. You know, I got a real nice shape, pretty face. You know, I get treated with like the pretty privilege or whatever. But here in Texas, baby, black men will not even greet you. They purposely like don't make eye contact with you, and they make it like extra weird. Like I swear to God, this be legit black men when they walk past black women here. Like, okay, forgetting they got black mothers and black sisters. Like, baby, I don't want to be nowhere I'm not celebrated. But I honestly just feel like it's fucking sad as fuck, and it's so many. Every time I talk to a woman here, I ask them, I be like, is it me or black men don't like black women here? And they be like, no, they don't. And I kid you not, every time I see a black man here, they're with a Hispanic or Puerto Rican, a Latina. They're with a different culture of women other than black women. And most, I won't say all, but most of the foreign women here, they have this very like snooty, like nasty vibe around black women. Don't like us, but like our men. And them is the type of black men be freaking about the drool over. Like, that shit blows me. Like, I don't know what they gonna do when most of them get deported.
¿Y si tal preference?
It's important to acknowledge everyone has the right to preference. But the question is, what informs those preferences? If attraction is shaped by media, trauma, and generational pain, is it truly just a preference, or is it a symptom of something deeper? Too often, black men who date outside their race publicly explain what they don't like about black women instead of what they are drawn to in someone else. This rhetoric does deep harm, reinforcing stereotypes and alienating black women instead of building bridges. Facing discrimination, together or apart, external stressors, especially racism, also take a toll. Racial discrimination impacts relationship health for Black Americans, breeding mistrust, stress, and communication breakdowns. Sometimes, exhausted by these daily battles, people seek peace or escape in relationships outside their race. But research shows that the effects of racism persist, no matter who your partner is, unless the work of healing happens inside the community too.
Healing the Divide. A Way Forward.
So, why do some black men turn away from black women? The answer is as layered as black history itself, shaped by trauma, media, stereotypes, colorism, and unmet expectations on all sides. But here's a truth worth remembering. The majority of black men do partner with black women, especially as they grow older and gain stability. In fact, 83% of high-earning black men are married to black women. The loud minority shouldn't drown out the deep bond that continues to unite black men and women around love, family, and community. It's up to each of us, black men included, to question the biases we've inherited, to celebrate and uplift black women, not just in words but in love and solidarity. To do the hard work of honest communication, trust building, and mutual respect. Only then can we truly say we're loving ourselves and each other.
So many black girls trying to figure out why black men don't like black women. I think I got an answer for you. I'm Ruquan, senior at Harvard, studying black history, and I grew up around black love, grew up in Washington, D.C., which is Chocolate City. So I felt and seen black love at every level, you know, in the hood, in the schools, you know, in office, in the businesses, on the street, whatever it is. And I come to Harvard and I experience something really different, where there's this war between black men and black women that's like the black women hate the black men, the black men, some of them stay away from the black women to get a white girl or whatever. I realize what's happening is these two groups of people are not actually talking to each other. These two groups of people are listening to stories from their parents, and they're also experiencing things from each other, but they're not actually sitting down and having a conversation about their desires, about their fears. And since they're not doing that, it's going to be extremely difficult to arrive at a place where love can exist like this. Because a part of love requires intimacy and vulnerability. Vulnerability is about taking off the clothes, being free, being open, letting it be known and letting it be shown, sharing how you truly feel. Intimacy is about both parties doing that and then coming close together. If there is no vulnerability and intimacy, it's difficult for love to be experienced. It's not just that black women want a husband. It's not just that black men want a wife. Black men want to be loved and black women want to be loved, just like white women want to be loved and white men want to be loved. But here's the thing, you only are going to be loved if you're both vulnerable and intimate, because that's the way that someone has an opportunity to truly patch you up where you're broken.
The moral story is, while we were waiting for them to call his name, it was 6 cases within less than an hour, and all of them was domestic abuse. And it was black men beating up on black women. I gotta say, black men do not like black women. I don't know why you even date them. Why even entertain it? Why even ask that woman for her number if you know you don't like the black race? That's it, man. You don't like the black race. It has to stem with your mother. It has to stem with your sister, your daughter. It's something, because ain't no way in hell you gonna confess your love to a black woman and then raise your hand to try to hurt her. I know in the past I've said some stuff to women, verbal, and my verbiage been off the hook. But since I found God and some therapy, man, I don't even give a woman a satisfaction, even if she's wrong or right. And some of these men, I don't even argue with these men because most of them are pussy. So I know I ain't even gotta say nothing to them. I just let them say what they're gonna say.
Huh? Okay, firstly, let's just make this clear. Black people date black people more than anyone else. Are there exceptions? Yes, there are also black people who happily date white, Asian, Arab, or wherever else that exists out there. And there is no problem with that. Ladies, if you are struggling to find a black man, then I need you to look internally and find out what the problem is. Because it might feel better for you to say, I don't have a black man because they're all going for the white girls. But darling, that's probably not the case. Maybe you're too argumentative. Maybe you're too intimidating to approach. Maybe your standards are ridiculously high and they're putting off any guy from even making the attempt to talk to you. Maybe you hang around with a group of friends that make it damn near impossible to talk to you. Maybe there's loads of other things that you could be or are doing that are putting off black men from moving to you.